Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to another Disney Sorcerer's Arena video. Oh my gosh, so much has happened in this game. So what this video is going to be all about, we're going to go over the newest update, take a look at a bunch of stuff. We also have a Q&A that was done by the developers and the community manager. We're just going to run through that so you can get kind of an update of the latest questions that have been answered. And we are going to be taking a look at a new intro for this game. Just a lot of cool stuff is going on. But also, we are going to discuss the release date of this game. It was pushed off. I won't say release date because it's more of a time frame, but it was pushed off. So we're going to go ahead and discuss that as well. But first, before we jump into all of that, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's just go ahead and jump in here. So the last video I did on this, you saw some of the graphical enhancements like this box and what we're going to see when we jump right into the game. We'll just do that right now. What I want to do, though, let's go ahead and collect my daily reward here. What I want to do, though, is I want to show you the new intro for this game. So this game previously did not have an intro, and I want to show it to you because it is very, very cool. So I am going to do that. I'm not going to talk through it at all because I want you to see this. It is very cool. I like what they did. So let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. Wasn't that cool? I like that. That was a lot of fun to watch. I've seen it a couple times now, but it is pretty cool to watch. And did you see, if you go back, pause, I'll go ahead and flash up some pictures here too. But did you see on there, Elsa was in there, Stitch was in there, and none of them, Elsa and Stitch, are not on here, I don't think. Let's go ahead and take a look at the characters really quick. Stitch might be. Yeah, Stitch is right there. But Elsa was shown on that intro as well, and she is not shown in here at all. I'm just going to double check. But yeah, she is not shown in here at all. So somebody who's coming to the game. So that was pretty cool. Nice little catch there. And then this graphical interface here has changed a lot. If you watched any of my videos for this game, from like the very first one to now, it is really it is evolved over time, and it has been very cool to kind of see how this game has evolved and to be a part of it. Actually, it is very cool. So this is what's going on right now in the game. We have the Aladdin event that has come back around. We've got the new pass holder event for August, which has come around, which is has to do with Rafiki, which is cool because we just have the Lion King movie that is in the movie theater right now. I was hoping for a Lion King event, though, rather than a repeat event so quickly. All right, so yeah, there's been a lot of changes here. Now, the newest thing that has been added to this update is this Club Conquest. So I go in here, and it's 3 clubs. Clubs are alliances in this game. It's 3 clubs against each other. We go ahead. Right now, we're in the set defenses and registration, right? So you register. We're in the registration phase for another 7.5 hours. And basically what that is you go in and you say, yes, I want to be a part of this. And then you set your defenses. You go ahead and click. Well, it's not letting me do it. Well, yeah, there we go. All right, so you set your defenses. So basically what I've done is I've put my entire roster in here for my alliance leaders to be able to use. So what you can do is you can set your own a defense on different towers on your side of the board, or your alliance leaders can go ahead and do that for you. So a lot of cool stuff in here. I'm going to do a full video on Conquest because there's a lot to it, and the phases last quite a while, actually. I can go into, let me go into, where am I going to go? Info right here. So just to kind of run down really quick, you set up your defenses, you defeat your opponents, and then if you win, then you earn pieces. Now, the character in here is Davy Jones right there. He takes 80 pieces to unlock. Just to kind of show you, that, like the schedule, right? So the registration phase lasts from Friday at 9 p.m. to Saturday at 10 p.m. and then your matchmaking phase from Saturday to Saturday. It takes an hour, right? Just from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., so you have an hour there. Your planning phase right now goes from Saturday to Sunday. Attack phase. So you can see the different ones right now. So we are in the registration phase. So 10 o'clock tonight, we're going to go into the matchmaking phase from 10 to 11, and then we'll go into the planning phase until tomorrow, which is Sunday. So, I mean, it's an extensive schedule here, and it takes like an entire week to go through this whole thing. So if people want stuff quick from this, you're not going to get it quick. But I do like the fact that it does take a little bit of time. I would kind of like the schedule to be tightened up a little bit so it doesn't take so long to get through this whole process. Maybe that'll be something that comes over time, or maybe they just keep it here as a full, weekly schedule and stuff. But don't know. Anyway, so you can go in here. You can see the different ones. Like I said, I'm not going to go into it just yet. I got a whole video planned for going in depth in the Conquest, but this was the newest mode added to the game, which was really cool. It's been a lot of fun. I just need to get my roster up to par and where it is right now. All right, so those are a lot of the updates to the game. If we go in here, if we go into the individual characters right now, look at that. I've got Aladdin ready for 7 stars. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So in order to get a character from 6 star to 7 star, it takes 1 million gold. 1 million gold. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I've got 2.32 million. We'll go ahead, get this guy up. He'll be my first one up to 7 stars. And that actually allows me access to another part of the game that I have not previously had access to. So we'll take a look at that in just a minute as well. But right now, take a look at this. So this right here, these colors up here, each color is strong against the next. So this is kind of a rock, paper, scissors type format. So something else that has been introduced into the game when you go up against people in arena, when you go against bots in campaign and things like that. Something to keep in mind when you decide kind of what you want your team to be when you go into each battle. So this is a new feature as well. All right, so with that, actually, I have access to a new exchange store, which is this very last one right here. So this one here, in order to access this, you need to get at least one character up to 7 star. So I previously hadn't had access to this before, so now I do. So this is what we get. So looks like we've got some characters in here to purchase for. We've got... what are these? Character tokens used to unlock and promote characters. Are these must be like duplicates or something? Like I said, I haven't seen that before, so maybe I got some duplicate tokens that can be used in order to go ahead and use towards other characters that I don't have, which is fine. But I think I've got every one here except for Queen of Hearts. Yeah, Queen of Hearts is the only one I don't have right now. So that's a new store. So I've got all stores unlocked now, which is pretty cool. Now we'll just continue to run through this. And anyway, so that's that. As far as the update and stuff like that, there's some other minor tweaks and things. But we're going to go ahead and jump over to Glue's website, and we're going to take a look. They recently did kind of a Q&A with the community where we can go ahead and post a bunch of questions, and then they went in and answered what they could. So we're going to jump over that, take a look at the Q&A over there to give you the most updated information on this game, and then we're going to discuss briefly the release window for this game. So let's head over there right now. All right, and here we go. So Meathead Militia, he is the community manager for the game. Very cool guy. Actually, if you go ahead and Google his name, you can find some videos that he did. Pretty cool. All right, so there's a whole bunch of questions that were asked. A bunch of my questions that I asked are in here too, so it's very cool to kind of see. So what's your favorite Disney movie? That, This guy, Meathead Militia. It's funny. So his favorite movie is Robin Hood. And that's one of my favorite movies from Disney. My absolute all-time favorite is Aladdin, and those are my favorite characters in the game as well. But Robin Hood is a close second. And then we've got some right here, some of their favorite Disney and Pixar movies from the developers. Now, I asked the question here if there's going to be any potential crossovers with some of the Disney properties, such as Fox and Marvel and things like that. And they said they're really just focused on Disney and Pixar right now. There's so much within Disney and Pixar, which I completely agree with. There's so much within Disney and Pixar that it's going to keep them busy for a while. So I completely agree with that. Also, I asked about syncing with Facebook, and they don't have any plans for that, but they did say that they're going to look at something to allow for account linking across multiple devices and platforms, which is absolutely fantastic. No information on that right now, but that's going to come just a little bit later. I also asked about kind of is there a schedule for events? And really what it comes down to is no. There's no real schedule for events right now. They're just kind of working through what they have, and maybe something will come along a little bit later. For right now, their focus is really just get these live events going up. They probably are pairing them up with, I don't know, Disney release movies or things like that. So I'm probably take a while for them to come into some sort of pattern, if at all. Now, there's a question here. Are the PvP modes at a state where the team is happy? And they just said expect changes large and small across all aspects of the game. They're dedicated to creating a fun experience, and they're going to continue to implement and update modes and create new modes, which is absolutely fantastic because there's a whole lot that you can do that you can add to these types of games, right? They didn't really say that they were happy with where they are or they're not happy with where they are, just that they're going to continue to work to make the modes that are currently in the game fun, as well as new modes that are fun for everybody across the board. Is the team willing to give the community any participation in, say, future characters release? That's a good question. Ultimately, it's basically not really. We'll take suggestions and things like that, and we always are going to be listening to what feedback that you guys have. But there has to be a rhyme or reason to the characters that come out. Like I was saying earlier, where it may match up to a Disney movie that are coming out, or some Disney event, or something like that, or Pixar, or something like that. That makes sense. So right here, they say, as much as we'd like to make characters for the sake of making characters, making sure new characters serve a purpose or have a reason for being created. That's definitely what they're focused on right now. Let's see, are the plans to make Zurg available? Zurg is in the roster, so yeah, they are planning to make him available. He could be some major boss character to have to unlock, legendary, something like that. Don't know, but they do have plans, but they're not ready to share that with the community just yet. Arcana. So Arcana, when you were taking a look at the what I was showing in the game, where you have that rock paper scissors type format, that's the Arcana. So they said, was there any system or plan when matching characters and colors? They said yes. Arcana was given to specific characters to keep certain teams together for some upcoming feature plans. So very cool. Like if you take a look at the teams themselves. So this makes me think of team synergies, right? So if you have the Aladdin characters, which is Aladdin, Jasmine, and Genie. You also have Iago as a spell. And the Toy Story characters like Buzz and Woody and Jessie, those types of things, as well as the spells for that team as well. So there may be some synergistic things coming to the game as well. Will character rebalance happen? Yes. That's just an absolute yes, right? And then what's the plan for the token shop? Token exchange will go through a redesign in the future, so we got some new stuff coming up for that token exchange as well. Final couple questions here for future events. Could you do a write-up of what we can expect in regards to money, gem, event currency packs? And they said they'll do our best to improve communication. So basically, they're going to work to get as much information across to us as they can, that they're able to. So I think that's good. As long as we can get good information. But I also understand that they're also limited to what kind of information they can provide to us as well. So our goal is to be as clear as possible, and we'll keep working on this, they say. And then finally, are there current plans to have more live PvP or tournament-style game modes They say they're constantly looking for and thinking of ways to engage players and come up with new and fresh ways to do just that. So again, something that they're taking a look at it. Well, that being said, PvP is very important to us, and it is safe to say we will look for ways to keep you excited about the mode. In these types of games, the PvP is really a large portion of it, because once you get through all the campaign and everything like that, really what the end game in these types of games is the PvP aspect of the game and the raiding type aspect of the game. In this case is that Conquest mode. So all right, and finally, so the release date for the game. There is no date. It was supposed to come out in August this month. However, it was pushed back to sometime in Q1 2020, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit. I did put a tweet out about that if you haven't seen it, and so yeah, gonna have to wait just a little bit longer, a few more months. That's actually quite a ways away. So as always, I will continue to put content out for this game to keep you up to date on what's going on, especially the events and things like that, and the updates happening to the game, because once the game does go live, having information on the types of events that are coming, the types of characters that you want to invest in, and the types of updates that have happened to the game, in my opinion, are pretty important for people to know as early as possible. So I will definitely do that and continue to make these videos. They'll probably come out once a week, once every 2 weeks, as kind of changes and events happen in the game. So, and the new intro, which was very, very cool. So you're going to have to rewind it and go watch that again, because it was absolutely fantastic. All right, there you go. And as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.